Hello, my PokePadawans, Jedi Carter here, bringing you something a little bit different. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but on on YouTube for a while, there's been a little thing called Pokemon Tag going around, like the latest flu virus. Basically, various Pokemon personalities, YouTubers and the like, have been getting tagged in this Pokemon Tag, which is basically they get nominated to answer a series of questions, and then at the end of such, they nominate two other people to answer the same questions. So it's been going on for a while, and I thought I was possibly going to escape it. Apparently not. I was nominated by Eric Ashtanakai, who I will link down below, so that you can go and all tell him off for having to sit through this, however long this video turns out to be, long length video. Probably about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, something like that, because there's a lot of talking involved. So I've had to sit down, write out all the questions in my magical little black book. This is actually the book I wrote down all my ideas for Pokemon in. I carry this book with me everywhere, in my pocket at work, and I wrote down lots of different things. I mean, I have a recent edition there for a Vanillix for VGC, and I also have, let me see, what else do I have in here? I have lots of Pokemon stuff in here. I have VGC team ideas. There you go. There are literally pages and pages and pages of Pokemon stuff. I mean, here we go. My physical Rotom set. I told you I'd made one. Physical Rotom. There you go. You can thank me later. So, I've just closed the book. I've just closed the book and lost my page. Hold on a second. There it is. There are the questions. Pokemon Tag. That's what this is. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, people of different varieties and those of neither, let's sit down and start these questions, shall we? Once upon a time. Question 1. What is my favourite type? Favourite Pokemon type is not fire. Believe it or not. I love fire types. Fire types are awesome. Houndoom, a Pokemon I love dearly and is very close to my heart, is a fire type. Yes, I do absolutely love fire types. I use them a lot. Cannot get enough fire types, but my favourite type is actually ice. Believe it or not. I love ice type Pokemon. They are one of the best defensive types, are ice type Pokemon. Unfortunately, they are the worst defensive type. They've got so many weaknesses and virtually no resistances. They resist themselves. That's it. That's all they resist. Ice resists ice. That's it. But I love ice because they are the underdogs. They are the underdog type, and that's why I love them. I love underdog. I am a true underdog champion. I really am. I love ice types so much. So much. There are a lot of ice type Pokemon that I really love using as well. Vanillix, as I sort of showed you. I like Aurorus. Aurorus is an absolutely beautiful Pokemon. Glaceon is a lot of fun. Frostless is great. Articuno is beautiful. So, yeah, ice is my favourite type. Question number 2. My favourite region. Now, I'm a Gen 1 player, but I don't actually think, I'm not going to answer the question based on my favourite gen, based on my favourite game. I'm going to try and answer the question based on the region itself, the things that are there, the landmarks, the things it offered. Thinking about it, I mean, I liked the geography of Kalos. Yes, Kalos. I quite liked the geography of Kalos. Unova was also very interesting. I quite enjoyed the magnetic cave, I think it was, the electric cave in Unova, where you find Galvantula and such. Johto was fun. Johto was a lot of fun. Particular part that I liked about Johto was the Lake of Rage, And I also quite enjoyed the lighthouse in Olivine City. The little subplot story with Amphi and Jasmine, the Steel type leader there. That was really nice. As for my favourite though, I think my favourite region... Do you know what? I think Kalos. I think Kalos is my favourite region. 6th gen is not necessarily my favourite gen, but Kalos is my favourite region. I just love the geography of it. The reflective cave, Geosenge town, stuff like that. I think they're just beautiful. I love the ice town with the Lost Forest as well. I can't remember the city name, but the Ice Forest. Anastar City, that diamond, that crystal in Anastar City is beautiful. Beautiful. Question number 3. What Pokemon games do I own? I have at some point in my life owned each and every at least one game from each and every Pokemon gen. Now, I haven't played or even owned many of the games outside of the mainstay Pokemon series, like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Pip. I did have the Pokemon trading card game that they did for the original Game Boy. I did have that. I've also had Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Gale of Darkness. I've had those. They were very good. They were very entertaining. But I have owned... Let me see if I can recite which games I owned. I had Blue. Pokemon Blue was my original. Then I had Silver. Then it was Sapphire. Then I had Diamond. Then it was Black, I believe. Then sometime later, quite later, I bought Black 2. No, it was White I owned. Yes, White was the one I owned. I had Pokemon White. And then White 2. Yeah. It's the one where you catch Zekrom and N gets Reshiram. Pokemon White. Then that's right. There. And then I bought Pokemon X and I bought Pokemon Y. That was the first time I've ever bought both versions in a gen. And now I own Omega Ruby, which I still haven't finished. But yeah, that's all the Pokemon games that I have owned. So, question 4. Which gender do you play? Well, I am male. There's a clue for you. I do indeed play male. When I was younger, I used to enjoy playing female characters. I always used to play. Games like Golden Axe on the original Mega Drive, and I always used to play as the female character in it. I don't know why. When I was younger, I always used to really enjoy playing female characters. But as I've got older, I've always played males. I've always played a male in Pokemon. Every time. Never played a girl. So yes, I play as a boy. Number 5. Do I watch the Pokemon anime? I used to when I was younger, but not so much anymore, to be honest. I just sort of... There wasn't really a reason for it. It's not that I stopped liking it. I just stopped seeing it as much. I mean, I used to watch it on sort of terrestrial TV channels on a Saturday morning. And after a while, they just stopped showing it. And so I stopped watching it. That's pretty much all there is to it. Number 6. What was your first shiny encounter and how did it go? Well, my first Pokemon shiny encounter was, excluding the Red Gyarados, which is a fixed event in 2nd gen. My first Pokemon shiny encounter was actually a Numel. And I always remember where it was. I can't remember the route, but it was Gen 3. It was Pokemon Sapphire. And it was as you gone to the town with all the ashen grass. And it was just at the base of a hill with stairs going up. I can't remember the route names, don't even ask me. But it was in a patch of grass at the bottom of a hill with stairs going up to it. And it was there I found the little blue moss Numel that went on to become the black Camerupt that I finished the game with. And I was so proud to have a black Camerupt, because everybody knows being black makes every Pokemon so much cooler. And that's not a racist comment. I'm just, you know, Black is a cool colour. Look, I wear lots of black. This is a Star Wars t-shirt, by the way, in case you're wondering, unsurprisingly. But yeah, black Camerupt. It was quite funny because at the time I remarked that shiny Camerupt actually looks like it has the same design as Umbreon, regular Umbreon, because it's got that great big yellow circle on the side of it. Umbreon is black with yellow rings. Connection? Who knows? So yes, shiny Numel was my first one in Pokemon Sapphire. If Pokemon was real, what would I like to achieve? If Pokemon were real. I have thought that if Pokemon were real, I would like to have a gym. Because I can be quite arrogant sometimes, and quite cocky, and I think those are important factors for a gym leader. To be very self-confident. To be very confident in themselves and their partners. So I think I would be a very good gym leader. And I think I would probably be either a fire or ice type gym leader. If it were allowed, I might even mix the two types, which would still mean that anybody with a rock type would come in and destroy my face. But yeah, pretty sure I'd have a fire or ice type gym. I'd be a gym leader. I mean, occasionally I might pop off, do a bit of travelling, you know, defend from the evil teams like Team Galactic, and kick the pants off of Team Rocket, you know, where as needed. But yeah, I'd be pretty happy being a gym leader, to be fair. Question number 8. Why do I love Pokemon? Why do I love Pokemon? Well, it all started, see, I was about 11, 12 years old when it all started. I'm an oldie. So, I don't know, it just sort of really captured my imagination. I mean, I've been playing... I'd always grown up playing video games. And I can't think of any specific examples, but I know there were games when I'd always gone through, and there would always be a character, a really cool character in that game that you couldn't play. The really cool non-playable characters. That was one of the things that kind of ruined games for me a little bit. I mean, for example, in the Mega Man series, you couldn't play as Zero until quite later on. I think it was like the Mega Man X5 or something, when you started being able to play as Zero. And then Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat, you could never play as Goro. So yeah, there were a lot of times when you couldn't actually play as the really cool characters in some games. So when Pokemon came out, it was like everything that you battle against, every creature that you fight, you could use. And that appealed to me so much. I could literally use everything I fight against. The power of the enemy was the same power that I could have, sort of thing. There would be no sort of, you get this ability, you get this ability, you get this one. It was sort of like, I could pick and choose which of these fighters that I wanted. And it just blew my mind, and it appealed to me so much that I could have any of these Pokemon that I wanted on my team. I mean, they were also all really cool at the time. Raichu I fell in love with. Rattata. I thought Rattata was really cute. I know, it's a rat. Most people don't like rats, but a lot of women I know can't stand rats. I like rats. I always remember in school, my teacher, we had a sort of class rat in high school. And during the school holidays, different students get a chance to take that rat home and look after her for the holidays. And Sue was her name, because I'll always remember I took her home one of the, I think it was like a double week, I think it was 2 weeks off. It was the end of term. And I took Sue the rat home to look after. And I'll never forget, my mum never forgave me because the rat ate the curtains. She escaped the cage and ate the curtains. I thought it was funny. My mum was raging. Absolutely furious she was, but there you go. So, yeah, what was the question again? I completely forgot. I've totally trailed off. What was it? Why do I love Pokemon? Yeah, so basically it was because I could use any of them. It was because there was all that choice. And they were just so cool. And it just went on and it grew. And it flourished into the mighty oak that it is today. Question 9. Do I collect the Pokemon trading cards? I think I have some here somewhere. 1 second. What are you? Ah. Thank you for unblurring camera. Look. 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 Yveltal. Look at that. Zorua. Look at that. It's Inkay. So yes, I have Pokemon cards. What many? No, I have more than 3. There are more up there. See that little pile there? They're Pokemon cards. So yes, I do collect them. I don't play with them because I don't have enough to. I don't have energy. I just have the monsters. But yes, I do collect the Pokemon cards. Next question. Do you collect the cards or play? I think I just answered that question. I collect them. I don't play because I can't. Because I don't have enough. Question 11. Do I draw? If so, show some. You want to see some of my drawing? Okay. Give me a second. I need a pen. I require a drawing implement. I cannot find a drawing implement. Is there a pen over there? Two seconds. Right. Want to see some drawing? Let's go. What should we draw? Shall I draw a Ditto? Ah, funny. I know. I'll draw a Charmander. Behold my awesome drawing skills. That helps. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Are you ready for this awesome drawing? You want to see my Charmander? There you go. There's my Charmander. Isn't it good? If you want art, come to me. I will make art for you. I don't mind. Be impressed. I don't charge much. So yeah. There you go. I do draw. Very rarely, but I do draw. Lost my page. Where was I? Ah, my favourite Pokemon. Ooh, question 12. Question 12. Thank you, Ben. My favourite Pokemon is not Houndoom. Surprise. You may or may not already know this because I've mentioned it a few times on Twitter. But my favourite Pokemon is actually Weezing, the double gas ball thing. Weezing is actually my favourite Pokemon, and that is because it's the first Pokemon I ever loved. My first ever favourite Pokemon. Well, technically it was actually Coughing, but it evolved into Weezing, which was just cooler, much more fun. I just love Weezing. I know it's not the most attractive Pokemon. Well, I don't know, I just loved it. And I really liked the relationship that it had with James in the anime. James was always my favourite character in the anime. I don't know why, I really liked James. I kind of wanted him to be a bit more serious with him, rather than always being clowning around, and for him to be like the failing, bumbling fool the while. I mean, I always remember there was the one episode when he went back to his estate, and his parents tried to forcefully marry him off to that girl Jezebel, and the relationship he had with his Growlithe there, it was just great. But yeah, Weezing was my favorite, my first favorite Pokemon, and remains so to this day. Favorite 2 Pokemon designs. My favorite 2 Pokemon designs. I'd have to say the first one is Aurorus. I think Aurorus is an absolutely beautiful Pokemon. I mean, I've always really wanted to go and see the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, because I think they're just one of the most beautiful things in natural design, in nature. Yeah, one of the most beautiful natural events. That's the thing. I've always wanted to go and see the Northern Lights. And Aurorus's billowing sort of sails, as such. It's I know there's a word for them, but I can't think. Sails. We'll go with that. They sort of shimmer that makes them look a bit sort of like the Northern Lights, a little bit. And it's the gems on the side of his body. I just love Aurorus. I think it's a beautiful Pokemon. And the second Pokemon that I really like, I'd have to say probably Torterra. I really like Torterra. I like the idea that smaller Pokemon can live in the tree on its back. That whole symbiosis thing, I love it. I think it's great. It's kind of like Torterra is a guardian for the smaller denizens of the forest, stuff like Wurmpools, Caterpies, Pidgeys, Spearows, you know, stuff like that. I just love the idea of that. I think it's great. Torterra is almost like a parent Pokemon. Totally not stealing thunder from Kangaskhan, but yeah, I think the whole premise of that is great. I love it. So Torterra and Aurorus are my two favourite Pokemon designs. Where are we? Question 14. My favourite legendary Pokemon. Well, this is an easy one. My favourite legendary Pokemon is Kyurem. Kyurem? Kyurem. I like Kyurem. I think Kyurem is super awesome. Not just for itself. I mean, it's an ice dragon. It's not to love. It's an ice type. It's amazing. It's great. But I love the fact that it can combine. It can fuse with Reshiram and Zekrom. And the white and black Kyurem forms are so good. Kyurem White is the closest thing to a fire and ice type there is. I mean, like I know it wouldn't be destroyed by a rock type, but fire and ice, polar opposites to each other, unified in one form. I'm being very over-dramatic now, but yeah, Kyurem's my favourite legendary Pokemon. Question 15. First Pokemon encounter that surprised me with this design. The first Pokemon I ever encountered that surprised me with this design was probably... the first time I think the first proper WTF moment for me with a Pokemon was probably Zigzagoon. I think that's probably the first time. The first Pokemon that sort of more shocked me than surprised me with this design was Zigzagoon, because it looked like someone had electrocuted a raccoon. I mean, I'm sorry, it did. I mean, now I absolutely love Zigzagoon. Since Gen 6, seeing Zigzagoon in 3D, I think it's such a cute and adorable looking Pokemon. Lanoon as well has got those beautiful blue eyes. Lanoon's an absolutely gorgeous Pokemon. I even like Zigzagoon is so cute. Zigzagoon really is. I really think Zigzagoon is a really cute Pokemon. But it is the first Pokemon that shocked me with this design. After that, I would have to say Bidoof. I'm sorry, but Bidoof just looks full on doesn't it? It's worse than Slowpoke. I'm sorry. I mean, what is it? Bidoof. It's just weird. And Bibarel doesn't get any better. It just gets bigger and fatter and gains a war type. Sorry, Bidoof. So yeah. Next question. 16. What Pokemon do you struggle against most competitively? Pokemon I seem to struggle against most competitively? I would probably have to say, off the top of my head, Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr actually really scares me whenever I see it in a lineup because it is so bulky. It's so strong. I've even seen them stand up to Talonflame Brave Birds and just pummel the thing into the ground with a stone edge. Honestly, Conkeldurr scares me so much, and whenever I fight against one, it tends to just tank my hits and just gets its own HP back with Drain Punch. Iron Fist Drain Punch. Whatever damage you do to it, it gains back. If you want to be even more trolly, you could put Shell Bell on it. Can you imagine Iron Fist Shell Bell Drain Punch? OMG. Conkeldurr does not do anything for me competitively. It's a great Pokemon. I've used it myself. Does very well. But I just really struggle against it competitively. It just bulks me up so. It just, oh yeah, it walls me so bad. That and it kills Houndour. Houndoom. Well, it kills Houndour as well, but it kills Houndoom. Macbud. Dead. Gone. Goodbye. Question 17. If Pokemon were real, and you could own one, what would you choose? If I could own one Pokemon, what would I choose? This is a very good question. I mean, I would be tempted to say Houndoom, but according to the Pokedex entry, if you're ever burned by its flames when it's angry, then the pain of the burn will never leave you. But then, under that premise, why would my Houndoom ever be angry with me? Not sure. I don't know, to be honest. I think it would... I mean, I'm tempted by Flareon, because Flareon's so adorable. Flareon's a beautiful Pokemon. I'd also be tempted by Amora. Not Aurorus, because it's so big. But Amora, the unevolved form, I would be very tempted by. But, yeah. You know, thinking about it, I think I will go with the Houndoom. Houndoom's cool. I mean, I don't know whether you've ever seen the episode in the anime where Houndoom takes care of Togepi and looks after it. That's a very nice episode. Very sweet. Shows the nicer side of Houndoom. Just because it's black and has horns and breathes fire does not make it an evil Pokemon. As Gen 2 taught us, no Pokemon is inherently evil or good. Each Pokemon has its own personality. Question 18. Do any of my relatives play Pokemon? Yes. My brother plays Pokemon and my cousins play Pokemon. We used to play Pokemon a lot together when we were younger, but because my obsession sort of went a bit out of control, I used to bug them and bug them and bug them to battle me constantly, and I kind of put them off it for a bit. I mean, to this day, my brother says I've ruined Pokemon for him because I used to nag him so much at Pokemon battles. But yeah, my cousins and my brother play it. I think my brother plays it. I think he won't tell me that he plays it because I think he still expects me to nag him for battles. But yeah. Question 19. Do I remember the first team I beat the Elite Four with? I don't. I don't remember the full team. I can remember some of them though. It was Pokemon Blue, and I remember I had a Venusaur because that was my starter. I think I had a Fearow because I thought Fearow was awesome. I still do think Fearow's awesome. Fearow's a great Pokemon. I had a Victreebel who was my absolute champion in Gen 1. Victreebel, I practically destroyed everything with Victreebel single-handedly. Even when I went to face Articuno, I single-handedly destroyed Articuno 3 or 4 times trying to catch it with Victreebel, which I thought was absolutely amazing because Articuno is ice flying. Both types are super effective against Victreebel, so I thought I was a pro for being able to beat Articuno with Victreebel. Admittedly, I just spammed it with Sleep Powder most of the battle and just killed it slowly with, I think it was acid. Not even sludge, I think it was acid that I used. Which must have taken some time thinking about it, but yeah, Victreebel. And the other Pokemon was the aforementioned Articuno, who I thought was absolutely amazing at the time. I loved Articuno. So yeah, Articuno, Venusaur, Fearow, Victreebel, and 2 others who I can't remember. I think one of them was a Golem actually. I remember having a friend at school. Yes, I had a friend at school. He had a Haunter and I had a Graveler, and we both wanted to evolve them. So I remember going around his house one day and we helped each other evolve this Haunter and Graveler. So I had a Golem. Yes, I did. Yes, because I remember I used that Graveler to defeat Zapdos, because Zapdos couldn't touch Graveler. Zapdos couldn't lay a finger on Graveler. So yeah, it was Golem, Victreebel, Articuno, Venusaur, Fearow, and something else I can't remember. No, I do remember. Oh, I don't even know where this is coming from. Flareon. It was Flareon. Because I love Flareon. Everybody had an Eevee in Gen 1. Everybody had one of the 3 evolutions. Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon. And I had Flareon. Because Flareon's a boss. Next question. Where is it? Where was I? I was at 19, wasn't I? 20! Do you hide the fact you like Pokemon from people? As in people outside the Pokemon community. I did sort of shorthandedly quickly write these. No. No, I don't. I'm quite proud of the fact that I like Pokemon. I am proud of the fact that I am 31 this year and I like Pokemon. I have nothing to hide about it. If you have to hide the person that you are from people, then you shouldn't know those people. You should never feel like you have to hide yourself. One of the worst things you can do in life is lie to yourself. Lying to other people is one thing, lying to yourself is even worse. So no, I don't hide anything. I don't hide anything from anybody. I like what I like. And if people don't like what I like, that's their choice. And if people don't like me for what I like, that's their loss. Next question. 21. 21. Do I have any pets that resemble Pokemon? I don't actually have any pets. So, no, is the answer to that question. My mum has dogs. She has 3 border collies. Oh, I suppose resemble Growlithe a bit. Not so much Arcanine. Not unless they grow about 3 foot. But no, I wouldn't really say I've got many pets that resemble Pokemon. My mum does also have an African grey parrot, who I suppose you could say resembles either Chatot or Pidove. But no, maybe Swallow. But no. I personally don't have any pets. Question 22. Most hated Pokemon. My most hated Pokemon is Togekiss. I hate Togekiss so much. So much. It has a stupid face. That stupid grinning face that it looks at you with as it proceeds to Thunder Wave and Air Slash you. It just floats there like a fat cloud, paraflinching you and essentially laughing in your face while it's doing it. And that wouldn't even be so bad if it wasn't so damn tanky. And even when you get some decent damage off on it, it just roosts. It's infuriating. So yeah, Togekiss. I'm gonna get you, Togekiss. One of these days. Question 23. Favorite evolution. My favorite evolution is Flareon, because I think it's cool. I love Flareon. Partially because it's a fire type, also partly because it just looks so adorable. It just looks so huggable. It's got that big yellow sort of fluffy mane of hair around its neck. Makes you look like you just hug it and bury your face in the big cuddly snuggly yellow little big pillow of hair fur thing. I can't even make words. Shut up, Jedi. So yeah, Flareon is my favourite evolutions. I'm actually a real champion for I will champion Flareon so hard. It is a boss with the Assault Vest. Give that thing an Assault Vest, max HP, max attack. Put it anywhere you like, and it can do work. I've played OU with Assault Vest Flareon, and I've not even done bad. I've not even done bad. So yeah, Flareon. I love Flareon. Question number 24. Favorite weather to use. What's my favorite weather to play with? I would probably have to say I quite enjoy sand. Sand's pretty fun. In fact, I'd probably say sand is my favorite weather. I love sun. Sun is great fun. I love to have fun in the sun. But sand, I like the fact that it gives rock types the special defense boost. And I also like the residual damage that it gives every turn. Hail, it would be hail, but hail doesn't really do anything for ice types. I mean, Rain gives water types Swift Swim. They get boosted speed. Fire types get Chlorophyll. They also get solar power to get boosted from the sun. And they have Solar Beam, which requires no charge up in the sun. In the rain, you have 100% accurate Thunder. 100% accurate Hurricane. The sand gives that special defense boost to rock types. And it gives that residual damage, which is awesome. But hail? You have 1 or 2 Pokemon with Ice Body, but other than that, nothing. I mean, you have Sand Force with Sand. You have Sand Force, which increases the power of any Pokemon in the sand by 33%. That's essentially a Life Orb. Rain, Hail just doesn't do anything. Hail would be my favourite if it did more. But yeah, I'd have to say Sand. It's just so good for fighting Sash Pokemon. It's so good. So good for fighting Sash Pokemon. And a lot of people don't know how to handle Sand either, to be honest. Especially Rain and Sun teams. If you come in with a Sand user on their Sun or Rain team, it essentially cuts their power in half. Because they can't, Fire types can't Solar Beam you in the sand without having to charge it first. And what Rain teams, the fact that Rain teams have so many boosts from the rain makes them that much more reliant on it, I think. So when you throw Sand into the mix on a Sun or Rain team, you pretty much kick them in the eye. They're basically fighting half blind. Or with one hand tied behind their back. That's a better analogy. Question 25. Favourite Deoxys form? Don't really know, to be honest. Never really looked at Deoxys. I'm going to have a quick look. Let's Google Deoxys real quick. Let's have a look. Deoxys. Do you know, I've never really used Deoxys. I've seen it. I know what Deoxys is. It's that alien squiggly orange thing, isn't it? Deoxys. So here we have the forms. Visually, I quite like the look of the attack form. I quite like the look of the attack form. The attack form looks quite fun. So yeah, based entirely on that, I'm going to say attack form. Deoxys attack. Question 26. Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres? I would have to say Articuno. Articuno has a certain majesty about it. I mean, it glimmers like ice, like pristine ice. It has that glorious flowing tail, doesn't it? That blue tail just flows so elegantly in the wind. And it's even said to rescue lost people in snowy mountains. Articuno is a hero, is a saviour. Zapdos just hangs around power facilities. I mean, I do like Zapdos' design. I was always really the part that I like about Zapdos the most is the on the back of its main wings, it has those sort of other smaller black wings. So it's sort of got like 4 wings or 6 wings. Not sure. Much sneeze. But yeah, I quite like that idea with Zapdos. But Moltres really bothers me. Am I the only one? Or does Moltres not look like one of those joke chickens? One of those rubber chickens. If you take the flames off of Moltres, it's basically a rubber joke chicken. Sorry, Moltres. But you kind of do look like a joke chicken. So Articuno is the answer to that question. Question 27. Lugia or Ho-Oh? Now this is a little bit of an unfair question, I feel. I've seen a few of these questions answered based entirely on whether people played Silver or Heart Gold. I played Silver, so from that fact I would be sort of biased to choose Lugia. My answer is Lugia, but I do feel it's a little unfair as Lugia had a movie in The Power of One, Ho-Oh, on the other hand, has, to my recollection, not appeared in any movies. To my knowledge. It appeared briefly in the TV series, but it's not really had any airtime. No love for Ho-Oh. So sheerly for that fact, I kind of want to say Ho-Oh as well. But Lugia is a very cool Pokemon. So, I am going to answer Lugia. Lugia is my answer. Question 28. Tag 2 people. Now, I've given this some thought, as we're quite far into the Pokemon tag thing, and a lot of people have already been tagged. I can't tag Eric because he tagged me, so no tag backs. So the 2 people that I'm going to tag that I don't believe have been tagged are, firstly, Slam. WBIS-TV. I'm going to tag him for this. So I'm quite interested to see what he says. I know there's going to be a lot of praise for electric type Pokemon, but yeah, I'm going to go with Slam as my first tag. And for my second tag, I'm going to go with Shroom Raver. I'm going to tag Shroomy in this, because I'm pretty interested to see what he'd say as well. And I don't think he's been tagged. So yeah, my tags are Slam and Shroomy. I'll put the links in the description down below. So, that was my Pokemon tag. Thank you for joining me, guys. I hope I haven't bored you too much. I'm not even going to ask for comments or likes. If you want to like it, like it. I don't see them. I mean, obviously, I appreciate if you like it. I'd like to know you like the things to do, but it's just basically me rambling about myself. It's been a little bit narcissistic, I suppose. It's just been me talking about myself. Perhaps, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys have found this interesting, because I've actually found it quite good to talk about it. I hope you guys feel like you have enjoyed getting to know me a bit better, to find out the things I like about Pokemon, to discover a bit of my Pokemon past, as such. So yeah, definitely check out the other guys when they get their tag videos up. Keep your eyes open. I will probably link their Pokemon tag videos in this one when they're done, and I dare say I will mention it on Twitter as well when they upload. So if you follow me on Twitter, sorted. If not, just keep your eyes on their channels, guys. And with that, it's time for me to bid you adieu. So take care of yourselves, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.